Okay. Go ahead, Carol.
Okay, so I guess we are recording then, Ricia, yes?
Yes. Ready to
Okay,
go.
sounds good. Well, welcome everyone to our Zoom on a Wednesday night here in my neck of the woods, Central Alberta, Canada. My name is Carol Roberts, and it's my pleasure to be your co-host tonight, along with Ricia Adair, who absolutely is amazing with all of her years of experience, 24 in fact. She is ranked at number 5 in Canada, and with her many, many years of marketing experience, which really shines through in everything she does for presentations and trainings. It is my pleasure to announce a Canadian, fellow Canadian, originally from British Columbia, now living the dream in Mexico. And I'm going to turn the call right over to her.
Thank you very much, Carol Roberts, my hostess with the mostest, a very accomplished, successful individual and partner co in Edmonton, Alberta. Thank you for always managing the room and doing such a great job. Let's go right into our slide share so that we can get this show on the road, because we have some amazing guest speakers that I would love to share their story with you. There we go. Can you see my screen? Did I share it properly?
Nope, can't see it yet.
Well, if I only would press the share button, I think we'd be underway, right? Okay, let's try this again.
There we go. That's looking good. Good to go, Ricia.
Okay, excellent, excellent. We had a lot of fun at our recent convention. The company had actually set up, in commemoration of their brand new Partner Co magazine, photo booth that we could go in and act as cover of the magazine. So I had a lot of fun with that. I'll talk about PXP in a moment near the end of the presentation, but I'll tell you, these guys are first class. I've never seen a company that does things so first class in so many ways. Again, my name is Ricia Adair. I'm a Canadian from British Columbia that I now live in beautiful Manzanillo, Mexico. This is our home overlooking the gorgeous Santiago Bay. The 2 lower units are villas, so it's kind of like a mini resort for us. We called it Casa 700 Mangoes. It's a really weird name, and if you want to know the true story, you have to come to our resort and visit us, and I'll tell you the story over dinner. So one thing about owning a house in the tropics, it does consume a lot of cash. And the house was unoccupied for 5 or 6 months before we actually took possession 1 year ago, October 17th, just recently. And how do I remember that so well? It was my husband's birthday that we actually handed him the keys and sang happy birthday to him. Layla's in the crowd with us tonight. She was part of that entourage. It was a lot of fun in the pouring rain. So what the biggest advantage of this whole experience for me, as we had to repair the pool pump and fix broken doorknobs and you name it. In the tropics, things just fall away. They just corrode. They dissolve, including concrete. We had a parade of tradespeople that came and went for 6 weeks. And of course, I want to throw a party into the mix and hurry up, let's get it done for the party. And so what we saw very quickly was our little nest egg that got completely soaked up by this entourage of tradespeople. I did learn a lot of construction words in Spanish, which is a great thing. But now we're back to being broke. And I thought, well, that's not really so fun. We're living in paradise here, and we're broke. Payday to payday with our measly little pensions. And so come April, when Chris and Joni Budd called me and told me about the drops, there was 2 things that struck home with me. One of them is I'm fat and I really want to lose weight. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say I was pleasantly plump or chunky or chubby. I was fat. I got fat. No matter how many times I walked that beach, swam in the ocean, up and down the stairs, I still stayed fat. I never lost any weight. Probably a part of that was my addiction to sugar, but definitely another part of it is called over 50. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. But they called me about the drops. And the other thing is, I previously mentioned to you that I'm broke. So when I saw this opportunity about a product that everybody wants, and I thought, I'm all in. And I remember one of the wealthy had said, find out what the world wants, get it before anybody else, and market it before the rest of the world gets there. And that's exactly what I feel we have with Partner Co. So enough of my story. Let's go in and share the story about Darren and John. These two entrepreneurs. John has been in the network marketing industry since he was 17 or 18 years old. Darren Zobrist has been on Wall Street. He's also built million-dollar companies. The two came together, saw a cluster of companies with dynamic, stellar products that needed help in the COVID years. So they came together and they bought all these beautiful brands we're about to introduce to you and came together and called it Partner Co. Simply because we are partners. There's not a differentiation between corporate and the field team. We are simply better together. We are all partners. Over the last 5 months, I learned a lot about what was happening with my body and others in their bodies. About so many of the symptoms that we suffer are directly due to hormonal imbalance, mood swings, low libido, hot flashes and acne, weight gain and tiredness and fatigue, insomnia, cravings, headaches, night sweats. So have a look at these 10 circles and just put a tick mark beside each one that affects you. The average person over 50 is going to tick at least 3 to 5 of these, some of us even more. Again, over the cluster of companies that this company had purchased are over 100 stellar products. John and Darren were adamant that the products had to be doctor produced, backed by science with good, clean ingredients. Throw in international infrastructure with an international clientele, and you have Partner Co. We have these products that balance your hormones with healthy weight loss, increase your energy, reduce inflammation, support your immunity system, great nutrition products, collagen for better skin, definitely help you sleep better. And so many of us that are on the products are sleeping so well. Gut health, our stomach is our second brain, athletic products. There's so much, of which I'm going to share just a few with you tonight. Dr. Ray Strand is well known the world over. He's our chief medical officer, best-selling author. He oversees 215 plus published peer-reviewed clinical studies, as well as with Dr. Pina and Brett West, over 1,040 annual quality tests. Dr. Pina, Alberto Pina, is known worldwide as well. He's on our scientific advisory board. Brett West is the world's leading foremost advisor and knowledge center on the Tahitian noni product. Dr. Crystal Vance, we'll hear from her in a few moments. She's our Wellness Council president and very involved in helping all of us grow our business. Kristen White is an athlete, premier athlete on our athletic council. There's so much science behind our product. I'll tell you about a seminar that I was on last night that just resonated with me and said, you are at the right place at the right time, Ricia. What excited me about this company is a global presence in 59 countries. I live in Mexico. Most of my people are in Canada, US, some in Europe, some in Australia. So what we have here is a completely transparent opportunity that you can easily send your friends to your website who are in Lithuania, somebody in Austria, somebody in Australia. And my team alone, through people that have connections, we have the United Kingdom, Ireland, Korea, Thailand, Australia, and US, Canada, and Mexico already in just a few short months. And it's completely transparent. There's no bureaucracy, no international licensing, no paperwork. It's as simple as sending your people in Chile your website. They click on it, buy a product, you get paid next Friday. In the many products we have the Lucem skincare line. The Skinscarity mask has been around for a long time, super popular. Noni and collagen. I love this product. I've already noticed how dynamic my skin looks. The Tahitian noni. The noni fruit is the most efficacious fruit in the world, to my understanding. And when Dr. Brett West explains about the noni product, I love the noni max. It has a beautiful flavor. I love it, love it, love it. I don't believe there's any single system on your body that isn't positively affected by you consuming this every single day. Drastic things have happened for me. I have gone from unhealthy, fat, and broke, and 5 months later, I feel so dynamic. I feel like I'm 30 years younger. I've lost a whole bunch of weight, and I'm not broke anymore. So the Tahitian noni is one of my favorites. The Nutrify line is a very sophisticated line of nutritionals. The Vinali, the little purple one in the center there, is one of our best sellers. As you lose the weight, the skin starts to sag. The Vinali perks the skin back up. We call it our beauty in a bottle. Many people have also claimed that it's really helped them with allergic symptoms as well too. We've got the probiotics. I'm convinced is one of the best in the world, if not the best. I'm going to talk to you a little about MOA. MOA is one of my favorites. In the beginning, I was asking, what can I take? Because I have achies in my fingers and my toes, and it hurts to walk the dog. And recently actually recommended that I take MOA. It's a cold drink. Well, I put it in the fridge. I like it cold. It's a little sachet of about an ounce, and it has 36 essential exotic superfoods, including many mushrooms and some high-end berries. It's one of the best products, and my own testament is after a month and a half of using the MOA, I have no achy. When I walk that dog and we can go 3-4 kilometers on the beach, not a single achy. So super pleased with all these products, and they're definitely products that I can feel because I notice a difference. I notice that I feel younger. I notice that I have more energy. I notice that I sleep better, and I notice that I'm happier. So it's products that you're going to notice as well and make a big difference in your life. This new product that was just introduced at our recent PXP convention is the Sugar Stop. Imagine that you can cheat every now and then, or we can say slide every now and then, and enjoy a piece of pie, throw in the ice cream, and not have it affecting your blood sugar. That's the advantage of Sugar Stop, that you can occasionally cheat and still stay on your regime. The Slenderies is one of my favorites. The Pure Nourish is definitely my breakfast drink. It is a complete meal replacement. It has 18 grams of vegetable protein, probiotic, prebiotics, loaded with minerals and vitamins. The Giving Greens is a great addition to that as well too. It's got the kale, the broccoli, the efficacious greens, along with several rich berries. The cacao, we all know the benefits of pure chocolate. And the drops. These drops will change your life, but I'm going to hold you in suspense for a moment because I want to speak to you about Renew. Renew is our fountain of youth in a box. It helps combat the natural aging process to promote youth and vitality, improve cell regeneration. It's going to boost your energy and stamina, enhance your libido and sexual function, reduce body fat. So used in conjunction with the drops, it is the best. Improve your sleep. I get into that deep REM sleep and I have the best sleep ever. I was just talking to one of my customers this afternoon. He said, I got up at 5:30. I felt rested. My body said, you're done sleeping. So I got up. That is about getting into deep REM sleep and really getting to have that quality of sleep. The better sleep you have tonight, the better the day you're going to have tomorrow. Renew also increases your skin elasticity. It is the only product in the world. I listened to a doctor who is the president of Erickson Mexico here. It was all in Spanish, so I was doing my best to understand as best I could. But he was talking about the science behind this product. We are the only company in the entire world that has a product like this that will actually teach your body to open the pathways to create its own human growth hormone, HGH. We're the only product, patent pending. Folks, you are at the right time, at the right place. These drops, wow. They are homeopathic, natural, safe, and effective, stimulant and hormone-free. They're clinically proven, doctor recommended. They've been on the market for 12 years. Over 1 million bottles have been sold. We have thousands and thousands of testimonies of people whose lives have not only changed from losing weight, but have changed in so many ways on a health level. We're going to hear from several tonight. You will drop twice the weight as diet alone. The benefits of the drops, it's going to help curb hunger and control appetite. When you eat so much on your plate, there's a trigger that tells the brain, stop eating, or the brain sends it to the stomach. Either way, it's a dual pathway. Eliminate sugar cravings. That is the one big one for me. I could not release sugar. I could not. I was addicted to cigarettes at one time. I was addicted to alcohol at one time, and I easily released those, but I had to buy that piece of pie. I had to buy the cake. Well, I have not had sugar in 5 months. I've not had white sugar. In fact, it was it was Mike's birthday, October 17th, and I bought him a beautiful peach tres leches cake and brought it to the restaurant and didn't want a piece. And you'll notice the same as well too. It will help you control that sugar addiction. It helps balance your hormones, including insulin, ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, leptin, and cortisol, lowers your cortisol production, as well as with Renew, you're going to see a big change in your anxiety levels and you're losing the weight levels. It's going to increase your energy, so you'll feel younger. It helps you stay motivated, stimulates your metabolism, so it wants you to get up off that couch and go do your exercise. And it definitely helps with stress and stabilizing your mood. You're going to find in high stress situations that you coast right through and making smarter decisions. Scientifically proven to support your thyroid and maintain healthy blood sugar levels. Many people say in the first 3-4 days how much clearer they have and the brain fog seems to have lifted, increase memory improvements, and lose weight in your entire body. Our Slenderies body balancing drops, many of us nickname them Skitty drops. Some of us call them the magic drops. You're going to combine your drops program with an approved food list. This list was brought together by a diabetes doctor, given to her patients to get them back on clean eating. You know, when I was a kid and I was hungry, my mom said, go to the garden and pull a carrot or a cucumber. She didn't say, go to the store and buy Cheesies or a chocolate bar. So what we're going to suggest, let's all get back to some clean eating. It's what your body craves for in the first place. Get rid of those white sugars, the carbs, and get back to proteins, animal-based, plant-based, all kinds of vegetables, fruits, healthy fats. You're not going to go hungry on this list. This is not a fad or a diet. It's a lifestyle. Many people ask, well, what happens when I reach my goal weight and go off the drops? Stay with the clean eating, stay with your exercise, stay with the water, and you'll maintain. It's that simple. We encourage you to exercise 15 to 30 minutes a day. You're going to feel a lot better about yourself. Drink your water and watch the changes that start to happen. My friend Jane, 32 pounds in 8 weeks. Look at this girl. Can you believe the difference? This girl is so excited about life. Alan Schultz, packing a basketball on the left, a younger version of himself on the right, because men have hormones too. Ashley Paulson, down 42 pounds. Dr. Crystal lost way more weight than she weighs now. She lost 162 pounds battling with heavy weight all of her life. This was the only product and only lifestyle change that has ever helped her lose the weight and keep it off. And that picture on the right is after being several years in her reduced weight. Here I am sporting my spandex for you on the internet. How about that, eh? This picture was taken April 23rd before I had one single drop in my mouth, and you'll notice the change in my body on May 6th. What a transformation in just 13 days. And today I celebrate from being the girl on the left. That wasn't too long ago, as a matter of fact. When Layla was here, she saw me looking like that picture. And the lady on the right is my new mojo girl. I love how I feel. I've got so much more energy, no more discomfort. I sleep so well, and I just feel sexy. Tracy Morelli, our bikini queen, West Virginia. Christy Walsh, our Canadian sweetheart. She's number 4 in Canada. She's lost 40 pounds. Look at us. We're all celebrating feeling better. And athletes certainly love our products too, because they have a hormonal circus going on as well. Katie in 30 days. Ashley is celebrating no more night sweats, anxiety, the hot flashes, all those things that come with menopause. I just recently heard a statistic that 1 billion women are going into menopause this year. 1 billion. Wow, we can help a lot of people with this product. Her husband, Reese, addicted to a bag of Oreos every night with a couple of Dr. Pepper to wash it down. He is now down, I understand, 70 pounds in his quest. James Leponsi, 47 pounds in 4 months. Julie Park, from chubby to gorgeous. Look at the differences. April was our guest speaker on Monday. She has trimmed right down. Sheila Pelletier, she had an amazing story. There wasn't a dry eye in the house because she went through a huge health transformation positively thanks to the drops. And my friend Penny Toner, her as well. In 2 months, the girl on the left, wasn't happy about living anymore. And the girl on the right is back to celebrating. She's laughing again. She's a lovely lady, wonderful friend. And she's so grateful for her drops too. So without further ado, I want to bring forward a friend of mine, Terri Davison. She has an amazing testimony. I'm really excited for you to hear it. Terri, are you in the house with me tonight?
I am in the house, Ricia. Thank you
Hi.
for having me.
Terri, tell me your story. First of all, how were you introduced to the drops?
I was into the drops by Carol, Carol Roberts. And just because we've known each other for a while, so she reached out to me. And I was pretty stubborn at first, but I was one of those people that, I've tried 100 things and nothing works, so why would this be any different? So what got me to take the drops basically was hearing a few stories like Brittany's about PCOS, because I have PCOS. I was diagnosed at 24. I didn't know growing up as a teenager why I had so many problems and why weight gaining was easy for me, but losing weight was really difficult. Anyway, so I started on the drops and I noticed pretty fast a difference in how I was feeling. I all of a sudden got energy because I was at the point where I was getting really concerned about my health. I was like feeling like I was an 85-year-old grandma instead of a 66-year-old grandma. And I didn't want that. So, and I started losing weight pretty fast. It didn't come off really fast, but little bit by little bit, but my shape was changing and it still is. The weight is, but the shape changed. It just seems, the body just seems to melt. But along with that, Risha, I'm diabetic. I don't like to take medication, so I was not liking to take my metformin, but I don't have to take it anymore. My blood sugars are in the normal range. My blood pressure is the best it's ever been in my entire life. I had, I have osteoarthritis in my knees. My knees and my joints are feeling great. Like I go up and downstairs now, I don't even think about it. I'll never forget the first day I walked out of my apartment building and got into my car and started to drive away. And I went, whoa, I didn't even stop and think about it because I had to go downstairs and I'd sit at the door and go, okay, you have to walk to your car. You have to get to your car. And it was like a chore. I don't have that anymore.
Wow.
Like there's so many things. My joints, my sleep is amazing. And my energy and my mood. My daughter calls me perky now. I'm saying I used to be perky. I lost that for a long time because I was so tired and sore and achy and just had no energy. And now I'm perky again and my moods are good. And I just can't say enough about these drops. I just love them.
I'm so happy. So, so happy. Terri, tell me, do you enjoy the Renew product as well?
Oh, I love Renew. Like I
Tell
was
me about
sleeping
Renew.
really good on the drops, but when I got the Renew, that's when I started sleeping. Like the first night I slept like 6 hours. And I went like, what's going on here? Because I was one of those people who was up every hour and a half, 2 hours. I slept better on the drops, but when I added the Renew, and like you said, it's a deep sleep. It's a restorative sleep. You wake up refreshed, right? And that's what I love about it. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Awesome. And I understand you're building a business with our company. You're using the system of growth. I'll explain that in a few minutes. So tell me, how's that been for you as far as letting people know from Facebook, posting on Facebook about the testimonies that many different people share? How's that working for you?
Well, it's actually so easy because you don't have to do anything except post for the most part, right? And that people just start coming out of the woodwork. And I hear people talk all the time about you haven't heard from somebody for 3 or 4 or 5 years. And all of a sudden you get this message, they'll say, okay, tell me about these drops, right?
Yeah.
Or, so it's been great. And it's so easy
Wonderful.
to do. Yeah.
And congratulations on your success in your business.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Terri from Edmonton. So totally appreciate your testimony and you helping us out tonight. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And now we're going to move forward to all the way from Louisiana. We've got Miss Beautiful Tasha Leach. Tasha, are you on the call with us tonight?
I'm here trying to get my camera back on.
There you are. Put your camera on, girl, so we can see your smile. There she
Okay.
is. Hi, Tasha. Thank you so
Hello.
much for joining us. Tasha, how did you find out about the drops?
Through the system on Facebook, I kept seeing different friends posting, and then I was one of those people that she just mentioned. I was like, okay, tell me about these drops,
Okay, and what was
So,
your objective when you approached the person that was posting? What did you want to
oh my
accomplish?
goodness. when you said most people check 3 to 5, I was one of those on that board that would have been across the board. I was very early menopausal. I'm 49 years old right now, and which I have a lot. I have 6 adult children, which I actually birthed 4, and I was full blown menopausal at 41 years old.
Wow, that's not fair.
So
That's not fair.
it was very unfair. And then I had a lot of problems that led to a full hysterectomy. And so that the symptoms, they were debilitating to the point that it eventually got to where I was just tired of saying I'm tired. I don't have any motivation, and I'm friendly, and I've always been that person that's the life of the party, and I want to talk to everybody. And when I do get in a crowd, I am that way, but I could not find it in myself to even get dressed to go. Like I would want to, and this just continuously got worse and worse through the years to where my children would call and it's like, Mom, you've got to get out and do something. And I just felt like I sunk into a black hole. And I mean, it was embarrassing, and I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
no, this is big. This is your story.
so I reached out about the drops, and it was day 3 that I thought, oh my word, I think I may feel a little better. And it was like, no way, it's probably in my head. It's in my head because I've been doing all the reading about it and I was so dedicated. And the next few days were the same. And when I got up on day 7, my
Wow.
life has never been the same.
1 week made that difference for you.
Yes.
Wow. Praise
Um,
God.
I am. When I say it's life changing, and I say that constantly on Facebook and in my comments when I post on other people's posts, and it's like you just want to get at the top of a mountain and just yell to everybody that you've got to try this. I mean, it is life changing. Not only did it bloom me out and it brought me back. I feel like it brought me back. I found myself again and I love it. And I'm living life to the fullest. And my husband is supportive and my kids are excited. And then there's the business side and it's booming too. So it took me 5 weeks to hit manager. And that might not be a big deal to some people, but that was huge to me. And I'm really
Certainly.
proud of it. So
Congratulations.
I plan to go very far.
Good for you. Excellent. Well, we'll be here to support you along the way. So you're building your business from posting on Facebook, is that right?
Yes.
Super simple is system, isn't it? It's almost like
Isn't it?
giving
I know
candy to a
I've done
baby.
network marketing in the past, and I have never come across a system that is this easy to follow, and it works. It
Wow.
works.
There you go. There you go. Now, do you enjoy Renew?
I recently just added that because I just signed at the end of July, so I'm a newbie here.
Oh,
So,
wow. Good for
yeah,
you.
I did recently start Renew, and the sleep, that's the one thing I'm really noticing. So I'm just maybe a weekend. So it's new for me. So I'm excited to see where it does,
Oh,
take.
well, thank you, Tasha. I so appreciate it. It's a little late for you, so I appreciate you staying up past bedtime to share your story with us.
Not a problem. I'm enjoying it. Thank you so
Thank-
much for inviting me.
Thank you so much. There's one great testimonial after another. Every story is a new story for me, but I hear constantly how people's lives have drastically changed with this product. The drops, the Renew, you add in the MOA, you add in the Noni, and my goodness, you've just on the road to very good health. So now you're wondering, how do I get the drops? You can certainly become a customer and buy retail. Or why would you want to buy retail when you can get a better deal? Right? We all love deals. We celebrate that. In the United States, you would be able to become a brand partner, and a brand partner can be someone that's building the business, like we heard from Terri and Tasha, or you could be a brand partner and just be a customer and want to buy wholesale. In either way, it's $29.95 one time in the United States or $37.95 one time in Canada. Should you choose to build a business, you get all the resources you need. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because you have a whole community of great people that are going to help you along the way. Quickly, the income disclaimer. Partner code does not guarantee any level of income or success to any brand partner. Earnings from the partner co-compensation plan depends on each brand partner's sales, business skills, ability, and personal application. Turn your drops into profits. Now, we heard from both ladies tonight, Terri and Tasha, that talked about the system of growth, and that's where I'm going to head with you, because I want to say this. This isn't about selling. This is about being able to change people's lives. Carol has changed Terri's life. Terri can now go up and down a staircase without aching. And she probably avoided a lot of things in her life just to avoid those stairs. People's lives change. We saw Tasha tonight, who came close to tears, remembering how much she was suffering, life before the drops. This is about being able to reach out and let others know that we have something great that can so drastically help them. When you become a brand partner, you're going to be able to buy wholesale, which gives you 30% off, which in turn you can retail out and earn those profits. In the United States, you can buy a 4-pack. How about this? Keep 1 box for yourself, promote the other 3. You end up with $202 and your box free. And at that, you're giving your customers a $16 discount. You decide 150, 155, 160, 165, 176, whatever you decide, it is your business, and it will affect your profit margins, of course, to higher profits. In Canada, we have a 3-pack that's available for $349. Should you choose to sell it at the regular selling price, you would make a profit of $233, and you keep 1 box free. It can't get any better than that. You get your product for nothing. Our ideal goal is to help you promote 30 boxes over 30 days, and your profits are anywhere from $1,860 over to $2,100, and you get your product for free. This is not mandatory. It's just a target. It's just a goal. It's what we help you, because on the way to promoting 30 boxes is the equivalent of achieving the rank of Ultimate. Ultimate is the top pay plan in our company, and I'll talk to you about that in a moment. But let's talk about social media. Not too long ago, as I was posting, somebody reached out to me from Europe, because we have Facebook friends everywhere, right? There is an international market waiting for you. The system has become so easy. There's an app called Boards. You download it onto your phone. And in the Boards app, the leaders have gone to a lot of great time and detail to have in a cluster all your testimony posts for week 1. In another folder, all your testimony posts for week 2, etc. And when people inquire, on your page, you're going to say, hey, Mary, I'll PM you, and you grab the answer out of text strips for drops. If you know how to copy and paste, you can do this business, and you, as a side gig, you can make some serious income and eventually move on to full time. We're going to hear from our main guest tonight who did exactly that. So first, what you'd like to do is activate your position with 200 points. And when you're in a product company, every bottle, every shake, every liquid, every powder is going to have a point value. So we'll talk about that in a minute, how you can get your 200 points, because you want to be activated to be able to receive commissions. In Canada, the 3-pack does not quite you get to that activated level. A 3-pack of drops significantly brings down your unit cost at $349, but I'll share with you how you can get that activated. Sorry about that. I slid around a little bit. In the United States, the 4-pack is 200 points, and that does get you activated. I will recommend the Renew is such a great, great product. Purchase in Canada the 3-pack plus the Renew as one option called option 2. It's 508 Canadian, and it does put you at that that level that you're able to receive commissions. In the United States, the 4-pack plus Renew comes to 278 points or $476. And again, you promote 2 of the boxes, you get your product free. There's a 10-pack in the United States. The more you buy, the bigger the discount. So on a 10-pack, you're earning 600 plus in profits. Again, as an American, you can choose 1 10-pack. 2 10-packs is even better. It gives you 1,000 points and brings you to a 25% commission level. The 3-pack will bring you up to a 30% ultimate commission level when you refer the product to others. And meaning another brand partner comes on board, they too would like to buy wholesale, they pay for their membership. As an ultimate, you would make 30%, which is the top of our pay plan. We've been voted the best compensation plan in the industry out of thousands of other companies. This is the most generous. As Carol mentioned, I've been in the industry for 24 years. It's the most generous compensation plan I've ever seen. People in 5 months, well, our guest speaker tonight, she's left her full-time job and she's able to do this as a full-time income in just a few short 6 months. It's the most generous compensation plan. We're paid in 9 different ways. We've talked about retail profits. We have new volume bonus, base commissions, 30% retail profits, which we spoke about already. When you refer somebody to being a brand partner, whether they are a customer as a brand partner or a business builder, activated, you would make 15%. But I spoke to you about ultimate 30%. You would make double the amount of commission by referring Mary to the program. A mentor once said to me, never ever leave money on the table. Shame on you. If the company wants to pay you more money, you go after it, Ricia. So that's my recommendation to you is come on board. Let's get you to ultimate. You can come in as an ultimate or we'll help you get to ultimate very quickly. You're going to want to maintain, sell or buy 100 points of product every 4 weeks to stay qualified for commissions. In the United States, that usually looks like about $150. In Canada, it's about $189, depending on the products you choose. And we have so many for you to choose. You can also choose to buy more drops as you post on the system of growth. You will need extra inventory. Our new volume bonus has a special benefit when you make over 200, or sorry, our base commissions. When you make over $250 in any given week, the company pays you a bonus of 15%, and it builds up towards a $10,000 check. At our convention just recently, 10 people were on stage to receive that check, $10,000 US. Wow. What would you be doing with that? Today, I saw a video on biking river cruises from Amsterdam to Budapest. What a great treat that would be, just from doing what we do anyway, sharing the product with others. We also can build up lifestyle credits for everything you do in this business is going to award you with these LCs. Our global trip just recently in April was a Tahiti trip. There was a lot of fun. They took a private cruise ship and went to all these different islands. Then our regional trip went to the Bahamas. Many people for Tahiti were also on the same trip to Bahamas in July. The upcoming trip is to Punta Cana. And we also have our global trip to Bali. So again, too, just imagine that you could be super, super spoiled, make a really good income, help a lot of people get healthier, and go on an exotic vacation at a 5-star resort and be treated like a queen or a king. At PXP, there was 2,000 people there. Out of those 2,800 were recognized on the stage. That is amazing. Over 1/3 of the audience was recognized. When people are recognized in rank advancement, that tells me, as a seasoned network marketer, people are winning, people are making money. That's what this is all about, folks, is being able to help you achieve financial wealth at the same time. It's going to give me great pleasure to get to this part to introduce our guest speaker. Cynthia Murray is a vice president. She only started at the end of April. She's going into her 6th month here. Look at the changes in her body. My God, she's so happy. That girl in the purple sports bra there, she's just happy because, well, she's going to share with you what's happened in her life. She was a full-time nurse. That was her career. And now she's full-time with Partner Co. She has a great story to share. Cynthia, are you in the house with us tonight?
I am.
Hey, thank you
Hey
so
there.
much for joining us. So grateful. So tell me your story, Cynthia. You were a nurse and then you had to leave your nursing career for a bit for family needs, looking after family, right?
I did. My dad lived with us for about 3 years, and I used my nursing skills to take care of him. He ended up having an autoimmune disease, dermatomyositis. It affects your muscles and your skin. So the last year of his life, I had to put him into the nursing home, and then lockdown happened in 2020. So January, I put him in the nursing home, and then December 2020, he passed away from COVID.
Wow. I'm sorry.
After he gave it to all of us.
Tough time, right? Tough time.
Right, right.
And so how did you get introduced to the drops, Cynthia?
Okay. So I was introduced to the drops at a market that I was at. I had made some crochet items and I was selling them.
I could
And
see in
a
the
girl,
background you've got all your
oh
products.
yes. A girl had came up to me and was asking if I would teach her daughter how to crochet. She had a 10-year-old daughter with her and she was right there. Her name is MJ, and I did not know her before that meeting, but she's like, I need you to teach my daughter how to crochet. And I was like, oh, I've been hurting so bad from the pain I've been going through for a year and a half. I just don't have the time. I hurt. I barely get out of the house. So I was telling her my story, and she was listening. And she was so happy. And she said, girl, I think you need these hormone balancing drops. And I was like, well, probably so, because I'm going through the change of life. And so I was listening to her, and she said, I am selling these, and I've gotten rid of one of my jobs, and I think you would love it. And I was like, well, yeah, I need to make some money because I'm out here, trying to sell my crocheted stuff because, I wasn't doing a whole lot for a year and a half when I was hurting. So she said, well, the drops cost $150. So I can afford that. So she said, well, just sign up as a brand partner and start posting and you can earn your drops. So I went ahead and signed up that day. She got boards on my phone that day and made my first post. That was April the 28th. So May the 10th, which is not very long later, I was able to order a 10-pack from pre-sales. And so I started the drops then. But I'll have to tell you my story as far as how it helped.
Yes, absolutely. Because you had mentioned twice that you were in quite a bit of pain. I realized emotional pain as well. But let's talk about the whole gamut and how the drops had helped you, please.
Okay. So for a year and a half, I had been hurting in my muscles, and it was started out in my arms and went up into my neck, into my chest and back, my hips and my feet. Now I think my hips might have been some of the menopausal issues because I didn't know what was happening to me. And I would go to the doctor and they took me through the test of dermatomyositis. They did the rheumatoid panel, all that stuff, and nothing came back showing any reason why I should be in pain. So it was blowing my mind because I was hurting so bad. I have 2 grandchildren, 2 grandsons, and I was no longer able to take care of them because I couldn't get up and down off the floor. I would be in my recliner just like in tears, praying to the Lord, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I was pretty desperate. And I remember thinking that I can understand when people want to check out of this world due to pain or things that they're going through. And I hated that went through my mind. I did get put on medication. I was on 400 milligrams of Neurontin 3 times a day, ibuprofen 400 milligrams 3 times a day. And as a nurse, I know that's kind of toxic to your system. I had a muscle relaxer prescribed at night to help, it helped me rest a little bit, but nothing took away my pain. And so I kind of resorted to something else. Every once in a while I'd have a drink and I noticed it would take my pain away. So I started taking shots of alcohol to ease my pain. And then I was able to do activities around the house, but only for a short while. Then I would sit back down. So with all that going on, I talking to the Lord, I realized that I was under a lot of stress and I needed to relax or find ways to relax. So, I did deep breathing exercises, and that's why I picked up my crochet again, because even though I was hurting, I was happy doing what I was doing. I was crocheting and making things. So that's why I was selling my products. So I was already searching for something else to do to help bring income into my home when this came along. So it was the most excellent thing that ever happened to me.
What a blessing.
But I feel like there's people out there that have ended their life because of a hormonal imbalance. So that's my story. I have to get my story out because I want to prevent that kind of thing from happening.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And that's
You're welcome.
God put that person in your path. right? That she approached
Right.
you of all the people she could approach, she stopped and talked to you. And your life has so dramatically changed. You have an income, again, a good income. You're vice president, so your income is a healthy income contributing to your family. Your health is back. My goodness, I don't think there's a dry eye in the house here.
Absolutely.
We heard
A
some
week
pretty
and a half
fun
after taking,
testimonials tonight.
yes, a
Wow,
week and a half after taking the drops, I'm no longer in pain.
really? Just a week?
Yes.
Wow. And did you weed yourself off the medications as well?
I did not. I just cold turkey stopped them because they weren't helping me anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I thought in my head. I was not even thinking straight.
Yeah.
And I
Wow.
put no bad effects from it. So it was God.
Fabulous. Oh, I'm so grateful. So happy for you, Cynthia. Do you
Thank
take
you.
food to help you sleep?
I have started it. I was on it for a little bit, but then it wasn't part of my orders, but I did restart it. It does help me sleep, but I've noticed that it helps my fingernails be stronger.
Okay.
All
All right.
So,
Yeah, it's doing its job, helping you be young from the inside.
oh
right?
yes, yes.
Fantastic. So you mentioned that you had promoted and sold 10 boxes in just a few days, right?
Mhm. Right.
So you continued with the system of growth. Is that how you got to vice president?
Absolutely, absolutely. I haven't stopped posting since I started, twice a day.
Yeah. And people coming out of the woodwork asking, what
Yes,
are
they
these
do.
drops?
Yes, they do. And
Is
it
it-
blows my mind because I've built a few people on my team, but those people have taken off. I have like 70 people on my team.
Fantastic. And your
Yes.
husband, Joshua, it's Joshua, isn't it? Your husband?
No, Willie, but most
Willie.
people call
Oh,
him
I'm sorry.
Buster.
Okay. Willie is supportive of you in
Very
your
much so. He sees, well, he's on the product too. So he went to convention. He comes to the drop talks when he can, and he's listened to Brent and just caught on to the vision.
Okay. And how are the drops helped him on a health level?
He has lost about 35 pounds.
Excellent.
He's still working on getting off, medications, but his energy level so much better, his mood, all that stuff.
Oh, what a win. What a great win.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. What a wonderful testimonial. And again, you stayed up late just to be on our call with us. We're so appreciative of you sharing your story. And wow, with all the testimonials tonight, I'm just so motivated. I'm going to stay up all night and keep posting. Thank you so very much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you for having me.
Wow, another amazing testimonial. Again, this isn't just about losing 20, 30 pounds. These drops, I call them the magic drops. In my layman's language, I believe that God has given us such magic bodies. These machines of ours are so amazing. And when they get out of whack with that circus of hormones, put them back into balance and let the body heal itself. It's just my belief is the way it's done. It's absolutely amazing what's happened with so many people. We've gone full circle, folks. We're looking at this slide again. In this last 40 minutes of presentation, I'm probably thinking that you're imagining how you can help your sister, your brother-in-law, your boss, your co-workers, different people in your world that are complaining and suffering from these. And even if someone's cranky all the time, be easy on them because they're probably going through a hormonal circus too, right? Tell them about the drops. You can live the dream, enjoy time freedom, a body that you're in love with again, financial stability, a great community, a culture of friends, and luxury experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, enrolling is easy. It takes as little as 5 minutes. Now is the time. Become a brand partner today. Get together with the person who invited you to the call tonight. Get your questions answered. I will leave the room open for a few minutes if any of the guests have questions, any of the leaders that want to hang around and answer some questions for us. I want to say thank you to our guests, Cynthia, Tasha, and Terri. Thank you so much for helping us out with beautiful testimonials. Kel Roberts, thank you so much for co-hosting the room for us tonight. And thank you to our guests in the room that were here to collect more information. I'm going to stop the recording now.